In this video, I'm going to download and install Visual Studio Code and Node.js so I can start making some JavaScript video games. And then we'll make this little website here to test it out and run it on live server. Let's go ahead and get started with that. In order to make games in JavaScript, you're going to need something like an integrated development environment. Think of like Roblox Studio, but this is going to be much more flexible, which means there's going to be more configuration too. So I got my web browser up here. I'm going to click, and a short name for Visual Studio Code is VS Code. Whoops, VS Code. Let's get VS Code download. Cool. I've done it many times. There we go. Click that, and you have 3 different platforms, right? Linux or Mac. I have Windows, so I'm just going to click this. It should pop up here, downloading. You can see I did it before. I had to do a test run. Any second, there we go. Open file, and click that. And now we have our scary agreement with lots and lots of words. We're going to pretend we read that. And then I'll hit, I accept the agreement. Hit next, and then I'm going to hit next, next. I am going to make an icon. Click that. Next, and install. Now you might have something where you have to say, I agree to install this, but I don't think I'm going to get that. I am going to pause the video though, because this could take a minute or two. Sweet. And then that little green bar went all the way to the end. I got this window. I am going to click this, or it's already checked, right? Launch Visual Studio Code. I'm going to hit finish. Nice. I'm not going to sign in to GitHub because I want to keep this tutorial bare bones. So let's continue without signing in. And now I'm going to hit continue. Going to take the default dark 2026. Continue. And I'll just hit get started. And then I'm going to expand this window out. There we go. Now, in order to do JavaScript in Visual Studio Code, we need to download Node.js. So I'm going to shrink this down so that I can get to my browser. There's my browser. And I'm going to type in Node.js download. Node.js download. Cool. I'm going to hit that. And you see you got a lot of options to download it, but I'm going to go right to this Windows installer, and then I'm going to click that. And here we go. You can see I did it off screen there for a second just to try it out so I wouldn't botch the video. I hit the open file. I'm going to hit my next, accept the agreement, next, next, next. Now, I am not going to automatically install necessary tools. I'll do that as I need them. So we'll hit next again. And when I hit install, you're not going to see the user access stuff come up, but just hit yes for that. Here we go. Install. Yes. I know you didn't see it. It doesn't come up on the video, but it was there. You probably got it too. All right, we'll hit finish. Let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. Now, we need to restart this, all right? I know I keep bringing this up and then like getting rid of it, but go ahead and close it. You got to restart that so that it finds Node. There we go. Let's shrink it, or let's get this out of the way. Visual Studio Code. And now it's going to look for the Node.js stuff. Let's go to our terminal. Click that. And then come down here. Oh, new terminal. That should work. And then I got some AI suggestions, but I'm just going to do node-v, and you should get something relatively close to this version. But this is tiny. You probably can't see it. Here, I'm going to click. I'm going to hit control. I'm going to hit the plus sign. That's a little better, right? What if I do it again? Will it get too big? Yeah, that's good for video, though. Might not get a lot of code on our screen. Cool, but now you can see it. Node-v for version, and we got version 24.16.0. And then let's do the Node Package Manager. That comes with Node, so npm Node Package Manager -v. Cool. So we got 11.6.3. Now don't worry too much if your versions differ, right? Because what we're doing here is not going to make that big of a difference. And I'll try and keep these relatively up to date. Let's make a directory so we can put our projects into it. I'm going to say mkdir, and I'm going to go YT for YouTube, underscore JS for JavaScript, underscore, how about PROJ for projects. Cool. Let's go into that directory by doing a CD for change directory, YT for YouTube, JS, PROJ. Don't forget your underscores. Cool. Now we are in that directory. I think I'll make another directory for my videos. So I'm going to do mkdir, how about v1 for video one first proj. There we go. And cd, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to hit a V and I'm going to hit tab. And then that's going to add some stuff for me where if I just hit the enter, I'm going to go right on in there, right? A little bit of a cheat. Now I can get rid of this. And let's try and open that directory in Visual Studio Code. I'm going to hit file. I'm going to do open folder. Cool. Oh, I didn't quite get there, but here's my YouTube JS project. Let's do that. Nice. And there's our V1 first project. I'm just going to click it. I hit select. And there's nothing in there. Oh, yeah, I should trust that. I'm going to click on trust. And then, yes, I trust the authors. It's me, right? I created that folder. Now you can see our folder right here. And then this is a new file button. I'm going to click that. I'm going to make an index.html file. Index.html. All right, that's going to be our main file for loading up. And then hit another one, new file. We're going to do a JavaScript file. I'm just going to call it script for now. Script.js. Cool. But let's go back to our index.html first. Now, we're not going to do a whole lot of HTML, but we have to be able to read our JavaScript into the browser, which is going to require a little bit. So let's do a less than sign. Whoops, click. Less than sign. I got my doc type there. It's going to be HTML, which says to the browser, hey, this is going to be modern HTML. Hit another less than sign. We're going to do our HTML tag. And then we have a head and a tail, right? And the head has stuff like the title. So let's go ahead and put the title in there. How about title? I'll just say game setup. Game setup. Cool. Click. And then we're going to do a body. This is where we're going to load the JavaScript. But first, let's get this thing running. Let's do, how about an H1, right? That's the big text. Header 1. I'm going to say, welcome to SimTech Game Development. Nice. Now let's run this. But you'll notice that there's this little 1 over here and this dot right here. It just means that we haven't saved our file. So you can do that a couple ways. You go to File, and then you hit the Save, or you can do a Control S. There we go. Now, in order to run this properly, we're probably going to need a server. And when we do JavaScript, we're definitely going to need a server. So I'm going to come over to, how about extensions? I'm going to click on that. I'm going to come over here to the search, and I'm going to do live server. Sweet. By Ritwick Day. Good. Install it. And it doesn't take very long, right? Installs really quickly. Let's go ahead and get rid of this splash screen. Look at that, 12 milliseconds. Cool. And then I'm going to go back to my files. Nice. I'm going to come to this index.html. I'm going to right click. I'm going to open with live server. Here we go. Boom. SimTech Game Development. This is the one, right? And this one was an off-screen one, but it says the same thing. I guess I clicked it twice. Let's get rid of one of them. All right. Now this is my video stuff that I'm doing. So ignore that. Cool. So here's our H1. We are running on localhost, which is 127.0.0.1. Don't worry if you don't know about that. We'll get more into that. This is the port that the server is running on. Regular web browsers use port 80. And then here's our index.html. Cool. Let's go ahead and load up our JavaScript file so we can start doing some more dynamic stuff in our web page. Since we're going to keep things simple, let's go to our script.js and do the equivalent to a hello world. But for browsers, you do the console log. So I'm going to type, console.log, hello world. Let's see if we can read that in to our index.html. Let's do a Control S to save it. Let's go back to our index.html. After our H1 tag, we're going to do a script tag, script. Now don't close it yet. We're going to put the source equals, and then I'm going to say the file name, script.js. I guess I could have made that more descriptive, right? Like my first JS script. That's all right. So when I closed it, I got my close script. Sweet. We can do a Control S. Let's come over here. Right click, open with live server. There we go. And where is it? Oh, we don't know. Yeah, we do. Let's right click. Let's go down to inspect. So I'm in Edge, but Google Chrome and Firefox have something similar. Cool. Now look for something called console. Console. Look at that. Hello world. All right, I'll make that a little bigger. Hello world. Sweet. All right, we will add to this in the next video.